All right, guys, welcome to CyberTruck One. Today is going to be either if you're a Cybertruck person or just a truck camper person. It'll be a little bit of both mixed together. And I think we'll probably do 2 of these videos because I'm going to do about 10 things. We could probably do 20 or 30, but these are the mods and upgrades I've done on the Cyber Phoenix since we've had it the last 6 months, a year. So as you can see, we're hanging out at Devil's Tower, had a great day. And if you come look at the side, we did some boondocking, overlander camping last night where it rained and we were in some very thick and heavy mud. So she's a little dirty, so forgive the mess. Anyway, let's start off with the back here. So this is one of the first things we added. This is the GP Factor 11-pound propane tank holder. It's really nice. You can come in here if you want to come a little closer. You can grab both these handles like this, and if you want to pull it out, you basically can pull it out like this and then tilt it like this. So it's really easy to access, put back and forth. So the reason why we have this is I'll show you. I actually should have pulled this out, but let's go over to the front real fast. So we have another propane tank in this thing for heating and other things, although we can always do electric. So for all you guys out there who are going to scream, oh my God, it's an electric truck, he has propane. We don't care. We just like enjoying life. We like high-tech things. We're not doing this for any other reason other than to see nature and have fun. But we do use propane in Colorado a lot for the purposes of campfires. And so it's illegal. Many times it's illegal to have a campfire going if there's been really dry and for the fire service. So forest fire service. So we have this little thing right here. It's called a Little Red. It's a propane. I'll show you. By the way, everything we show you today, this is a little compressor we have here, but everything we show here will be in the description, and there'll be links there if you want to buy it. But anyway, that's the fire pit. We of course would much prefer to have a campfire with real wood, but you get somewhere and it gets late and you just want to shut everything down. You just turn the valve. You don't have to worry about embers flying. You don't have to worry about buying firewood. You don't have to worry about carrying firewood, so it's really good. On the other hand, this is one of the reasons why we carry this. This is sort of, in addition to our fire, we'll bring a shovel if we're gonna have an actual fire, to dig a hole, to put it out, to split some wood. If we actually have some a Sawzall there if you want to cut up some firewood, or if you find some in the woods, or many other times you'll just buy some at a campsite. Although generally speaking, we don't like to camp at campsites. We're really boondocking, going to nature, and enjoy ourselves. But the time you show up to a campsite, or you're somewhere where there's some large pieces of firewood and you want to split them, there you go. And you always have, actually I guess you can have a sledgehammer too here, or a hammer of some sort. All right, so one thing I forgot to mention with the shovel and the axe is both of these have locking brackets on them, locking mounts. So each of them have a key. Actually, they're all keyed the same. So they're all keyed here. There's 2 for the axe and 1 for the shovel. That's also in that yellow ring that you saw there. But again, all this stuff will be linked in the description if you want to purchase these. I got these on Amazon. Some of these other things are a little fancier. All right, this is the creme la creme of all the stuff I'm going to show you today. This is the Flatline Van Company storage box. This is the slim model. I've already unlocked it. It basically has the 2 aircraft handles or locking mechanisms. I have this thing pretty well jammed with my stuff in it, I have to be honest, but that's because I like to carry so many tools. Look at this. Some of it fell down and some of our shaking. Anyway, you get the idea. One, this becomes a table, which I really like. So even for cooking or for hanging out, or if you're working on something, you can pull the tools out. Again, I never know what we might need if something breaks or you're in the middle of nowhere. So I try to carry everything. I have a tool bags, socket sets, screwdrivers, sawzalls, all different types of batteries, latex gloves, zip ties, duct tape, you name it. But everything fits in here pretty well. And it hangs off the back. And it's really good. We've added this space to the truck without actually taking up any interior space. Closes up like this really easy. Shuts, even has a little molly panel here if you want to hook some stuff to, but the truth be said, anything you hook here, you have to make sure it's not touching on the inside. We added a few bits of our own flair. I put a little flag mount on the top, as well as a little bottle opener here on the side, so you can never go without You can never go without your bottle opener right here for a tailgate party or some sort. All right, let's bop inside. Actually, when I show you the camera on the inside of the Cybertruck, this is the rear view camera now. We have videos of all this stuff. So when you want to go back, see the links. If I've just touched on one thing, be sure to come back in and look at some other stuff. Speaking of that, I'm not going to go into great details or any pictures here because we've been using this for the last week. But this is the Ogo Nomad Composting Toilet. There are 2 versions. I have a very elaborate video going over both of these, but I'll just tell you, this is one of the best things we ever bought. Do I wish it had all the bells and whistles of the fancier version? Yes, but considering we have this little space right here where we slide this into, and it fits just perfectly, 3 in the morning when there's bears and it's raining or mountain lions or whatever, it's really nice to use that. I really love it. It's one of the best things we've added. So come up inside. Again, we could do 10 different videos, and I have already of a whole sorts of things. But we've had this refrigerator now. This is the APL 35 IceCo fridge freezer. It's pretty well stocked at the moment. This is one of my favorites. We have 2. Right now we're carrying 2 refrigerators, but if you had to just go with one, we'll travel for over 6 weeks. And so we'd like to have one as a refrigerator, one as a freezer, but this is dual zone. It's split, okay? There's 2 sections here. So you can have this all refrigerator, all freezer, or half and half. One's a little bit smaller than the other, but I had to have this thing. When it was aluminum and looked like the Cybertruck, we knew we had no choice. But the truth of the matter is, this thing is super energy efficient. It's one of the top models. It has an all digital screen that's probably very difficult to see there where you can control. You can control it with your phone if you like. But it's a home run. Has 2 locking mechanisms here. It's super quiet. As I said before, super efficient. And it runs off our Victron Energy 12 volt, 400 amp hour system. Never have a problem. And we also have 400 watts of solar on the roof, so it never runs out of power. All right, let's go back outside. All right, so I'm taking over the camera here because there's one thing I wanted to show you. And that is one of our top 10 upgrades is the Veritas Van's magnetic mount, what do you call it, Starlink Mini Mount. This one is, of course, made for, since it's magnets, to put on the side of your van or roof, whatever. We don't have that luxury since our roof is fiberglass. However, they come with these little discs you can buy extra. They stick with that 3M adhesive. And once you put the 4 discs onto the fiberglass, you just throw the magnets on and you can remove it. We don't do that. We leave it on all the time. But this thing is fantastic. Not only does it run our phones and laptops and everything else, and you're always connected no matter where you are. If there's ever an emergency, you're stuck, you break down or whatever. But it also does all the software, the screen inside the Cybertruck. It can do the GPS and it'll do a bunch of other things so that you're always disconnected. It has its own system to hook to cellular, but if you lose connection, you always have the Starlink. Another upgrade right here is called the RVLOCK. This, in my opinion, is worth its weight in gold. Again, it's covered in dirt and filth right now, but essentially this eliminates ever having to use keys. We'll always keep our keys inside here like this. This actually has a remote control, so you can control. If you wanted to bring the remote control with you, you could do so. But we have all the locks and keys and so forth to everything in the whole camper, but we don't carry them. We'll just leave them in here, we'll shut the door, and we'll lock it like this. And now we don't have to have, I like having hands free. In this day and age, everybody hates keys. But if you do need to get to one of the keys, you hit the code, open the pad, all right, another great upgrade we've done. We moved the little temporary refrigerator out of the way, but this drawer used to just get thrown in here and was all loose and it was a little difficult to get out. Well, Amazon sells these sliders and we mounted them underneath the drawer, and now you have full access to this entire drawer. Use your one finger, it stays in there locked, works out perfectly. All right, another super simple upgrade is the spice racks, or for oil and so forth. Got these on Amazon, link in the description. Put 4 of them on here for different sizes, different thicknesses and whatever, but It keeps your drawers less cluttered and makes easy access when you're cooking. And the truth of the matter is they're pretty much out of the way when you're not using them. All right, so let's look at the last two things. We were all by ourselves for the first half hour, but everyone's coming here to see the sun set on Devil's Tower. So anyway, let's go inside and take a quick look. Again, please forgive me because it's a little dirty. We have, as you can see, there's mud everywhere and we've been baja and stepping and stuff. And this is still a little bit of a work in progress. Again, I have these are other videos that you can see in-depth detail of everything, but this is the Hansshow 2.0, really calling it the 2.5 because it's upgraded. This rear view mirror, since obviously Tesla has rear view mirrors, but since I have my rear view mirror is facing the ground, my rear view camera is facing the ground, we needed a rear view mirror. You don't absolutely need one, but it's super convenient. You can point it down and look at the ground when you back up close, or you can use your finger and push it to look far out, or you can flip it to look forward. It has a forward facing camera, which is also for security purposes and it's recording, or you can do split, or you can go back to the rear mount. But anyway, thing is fantastic. Check out the link of the big video I did about it. The other thing is the Tes Studio Center Console. Now this is also a work in progress. Again, another video I'll have linked in the description. But this has storage compartment underneath with a rolling closing compartment. It has cup holders. There's a big storage thing there. As you can see, my police, fire, I'm a retired firefighter, police scanner, fire scanner, DOT, ambulance, CB. Everything is just thrown in there Rube Goldberg style at the moment. This is going to be mounted up here. We're going to actually modify this center console. But it really does make the look. Tesla really in some cases should do stuff like this, but it has some hidden compartments up here. We're going to convert this. You could obviously just throw stuff here if you wanted to, but we're going to convert it into, I'll probably have the scanner be right in here, so you'll still have some storage space. All right, so thanks for watching CyberTruck One. We're going to be producing videos like this all the time. We travel the country. We'll be doing another set of upgrades and modifications and things you might want to check out, whether you have a Cybertruck or a regular truck camper or any of the things that we see in this beautiful country of ours. Be sure to like and subscribe and follow along, and we'll see you at the next one.